This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what is another video. Sat here in the middle of September, 17th of September 2023, a day after a horse identified on Classic Watch 2023 Continuous took out the final UK Classic of the season. Excuse me. At Doncaster, the St Ledger. Absolutely fantastic to see. So what we need to do now is we need to start going through the 2-year-old videos that we've done so far this season and try and find some Classic Watch 2024 possibles. So that's what we'll do now. We're going to start going through them all. I will edit them all off screen and see what horses we have got. And then hopefully I will be back at some point with a segment on the horse in question, and we'll have the individual segments that we need for each individual horse moving forward. Can I just say thank you very much for supporting all the sites and the YouTube channels as you have been. It's always very much appreciated. But for now, I've got plenty of editing to do, and I will be back soon with a Classic Watch 2024 possible that was identified in the first half of 2023 H2. Take care, everybody. Right, the next horse I'm going to take a look at is this one here, Rosallion. I mean, very interesting horse, this one. Arguably the horse I'm most excited about this season at this stage because it's by a first season stallion. I'm always looking for a first season stallion that can win a classic. You know, a lot of them I think tend to be sprint bred. You know, the first crop of them, people want an instant result. So the books tend to favour the 2-year-old 5, 6, 7 furlong races, short-term prospects, I think. But this one here is very interesting by Blue Point, out of a dam called Rosallion. You'll see there that it's actually ran to a superb figure on its second start. It was only 6 behind City of Troy. City of Troy was rated 116, I think, when it won the whatever that race is, the July Stakes, is it called, at the July meeting? It probably is. And this one here is rated 110, and it's only won a listed race. It won a listed race on its second start. The Pat Eddery Stakes on King George Day. Oh, I thought it was brilliantly impressive. Fantastic performance. You know, we're going to take a look at the performance in a minute. But rather like yesterday, this is another one where I don't really need to bang on as much about the pedigree of this one in this video because we've covered it already. You know, in last year's Look for a Classic winner. You'll see the dam of it, Rosallion, is called Rosallion by New Approach, out of a dam called Ream 3. You'll see it's family 26. Very good horse. Ream 3 has been one of my go-to mares, really, through the last 9 or 10 years. When everyone's out of Ream 3, then people have to really take notice. And this is why. Just look at that. A page full of horses rated above 106. Triple time this year's shock to some people. A Queen Anne winner of Royal Ascot heads the way now on 123. The Dam of Ours is out of New Approach, which makes her a full sister to the 116 rated Ostilio. But that was that race 51 times, according to the Racing Post. It left the owners quite early on. Kate Byron was a very nice horse on his day. Another gelding, though. Triple time, still an end tyre. Ajman Princess, very good horse on her day. I think she won the Lancashire Oaks. Third round, won a Lingfield Derby trial. Actually chanced that one as well. That one's actually going around in Australia at the moment. If anybody's interested, we might keep an eye out for that one moving forward. And the horse we're looking at is Captain Winters, who sadly they've already gelded. So as they have a few of them, if you see. You know, they don't geld this one. No, it's a mare. Oh, no, that's Ream 3. It's a colt at the minute, so hopefully this one will be able to keep it entire for a bit longer, and they might have a stallion prospect with this one. Because if it's as good as Triple Time, then Triple Time was a good horse in his own right. You see that now. Look, winner of 4 of 7 races, it won the Queen Anne. There was no excuse. It travelled the best. It quickened, off it went. Just like it was entitled to do on its pedigree. So all I need to do really before I show this race, the Pat Eddery Stakes, is put a link up to the Captain Winters video at some point in this video. So I'm afraid I will be setting you some more homework. Captain Winters itself is even an interesting horse because it really did. It's paid. I forgot that it paid this year as well as these two. I mean, Rosallion won the Pat Eddery Stakes at 11-1. Ream 3, I mean, Triple Time must have been 25-1 or so when it won the Queen Anne. And when this one won a listed race at Haydock, I think it did. Oh no, it was at Sandown. That won at 12-1. So people underestimate this line to their cost, when I'm about. And they have done for a long time. Sad to see the horse gelded, but he was 12 out of 16 in the Group 3 at Ascot. So they must have thought that maybe relieving him of his testicles would bring about some improvement in him. And you can see why they think that, because if they can get a bit more out of him, take him up to the level of Kate Byron and Ostilio, I think they'll be well happy with that. So basically there'll be a video of Captain Winters coming up about now. So what I will do is, before I end the video, let's have a look at the Pat Eddery Stakes, shall we? This is impressive. Watch this.
To make up the line, and they're set, ready for the FlexJet Pat Eddery Stakes. And they're away. Ancient Wisdom was quite alert. One from the right, now on the extreme right, as they race through the early stages. In the centre, Big Bertie Bassett showed speed. How's the Governor in the blue and yellow quarters. Chaturanga in the beige jacket, dark blue cap worn by Holly Doyle. In behind them, Sunray's got a good early position in white sleeves from Al Musmak. Further back then to Barg, Al Yanabi towards the rear with Dancing Gemini. And Rosallion is just towards the right in the yellow black spots. Quite a competition for the lead here. It's How's the Governor and Big Bertie Bassett with between them Chaturanga. Ancient Wisdom just on their heels in 4th place. Sunway is right there as well on the left in the yellow with the white sleeves. They're followed in the centre by Barg. Rosallion is further back. Al Yanabi waited with. Goes well though. Then Dancing Gemini. A lot of them going well. Al Musmak improving as well. How's the Governor just leads the way. Sunway now challenging towards the far side with Al Musmak and Dancing Gemini. Al Yanabi running on far side. Ancient Wisdom on the extreme right. What an open race is Al Musmak that's taken over from Dancing Gemini on this near side. Rosallion is really picking up, sprinting, and Rosallion by 2-3 lengths now to Al Musmak, Al Yanabi and Ancient Wisdom, and Rosallion has completely floored them here in the Pat Eddery and is stretching right away like a very good horse. Rosallion wins. Al Musmak in second, tight for third between Al Yanabi and Ancient Wisdom.
I mean, we definitely need to review this race under fair use, because before the race I was willing to move forward with 3 of these that were in that race, the 3rd and the 4th. Ancient Wisdom is also a nice horse. So is the Al Yanabi. That's actually a Height of Fashion Dam Line horse out of another first season sire, Too Darn Hot. The Godolphin horse, that was its 3rd run. I thought it ran quite well. The 2nd I've also looked at after it chased that home, and I've put that on a maybe list. So this hopefully might be a very informative race, hopefully moving forward. And this horse here, Rosallion, it's won it very well, hasn't it? Let's be honest. I mean, they didn't go apace at the early stages, which I didn't really notice at the time. So the commentator there said there's a lot of them going well. I mean, there wasn't exactly a searing early pace, but ours has cantered into the race there and has gone away in the style of a good horse. I mean, if you watch Triple Time win the Queen Anne and Rosallion win that, probably the races are probably quite similar to watch on the eye, I think, which is lovely to see. I mean, the sky's the limit, obviously, with this horse. I mean, it's entered in the national stakes. I mean, why not? Absolutely. And it's especially with a first season stallion when it's done that. And it's also, if they're going to be a bit more sensible, wait until the 16th of September. They could go for Group 2 then. The Champagne Stakes at Doncaster. I mean, I wouldn't put anybody off this horse until it loses. I mean, that looks absolutely fantastic. I read somewhere that Richard Hannon had sort of said it's the best horse he'd had in years. I mean, let's hope so. It looked very good there in the Pat Edery Stakes, without any shadow of a doubt.